Okay, so we're getting close to the fun stuff, but before we do, we still have to go over just a few more things about kind of the way that we want to view and navigate and different display modes here. So what I've done is I've kind of set up a very simple. I've got a light source here. I've got a ball, a textured ball with the shadow. And I just want to show you, I want to go through the various display options that we have and just a couple other things that will be helpful when you start to get into your own modeling and texturing and things like this. So your view mode, so you have all these icons across the top here, but I think it's helpful to know some of your shortcut hotkeys, right? So the first thing, so let's say I click on this sphere, right? And I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see what I mean, right? So I just pressed 1, right? So 1 is basically your rough mode, right? You can see how you don't really have any curves happening, right? Really, I mean, you can see that it's obviously a sphere, but if I press 3, so 3 is going to give you a much more refined, right? You're going to see these faces in a much more volumetric way. So again, so there's 1 and then there's 3, right? You can see how that changes. 1 and then 3. Now what 2 will do, 2 will show you both at the same time. It'll show you those lines at the same time. Okay, so you can see the difference from the rough mode to the smooth mode, right? And again, 2 being that intermediary where both sets of lines will be shown at the same time. Okay. 4 will give me a pure wireframe, right? This is just showing me kind of the cross contour lines on everything. There's no shading, there's no value, there's no nothing, okay? And that's 4. If we want to get the shading back, right? But no, so I hit 5, but notice the texture's gone, right? Because 5 is just display color, right? Display color. No light, right? No light, no nothing. Just show the default colors of the objects, okay? 6 will be show the color plus any texturing, right? So again, so 6 plus any texturing. 5 is just the color, no texturing, okay? 6. And then 7 is your lights, right? If you're going to turn the lights on or off. And again, I just set up these directional lights so you can see, but 7, right? 5, we'll turn them off, 7. And the same things, like right up here, the same things too. So you can see I can turn on and off the lights there. I can turn shadows on or off, right? If I want to go into the wireframe. So again, there's other options here. There's even a X-ray version where everything kind of gets a little bit, let me see. Oh, right here. So X-ray kind of makes everything just a little bit transparent. But again, the ones that I want you to know is that 1 through 7, right? 1 through 7, those will be the various ways that you look at things, okay? A couple other things just to keep in mind. If you hit the space bar, what this is going to do is whatever view you are in is going to be in the top right here. This is your perspective view. And then this is going to give you basically your top, bottom, and side, right? It'll show you those other axes. And in these, you can't, they're locked, right? You can't do anything. You can't rotate around as you would here, right? But each of these comes with their own, all of those little tool tabs all split into each different one. You can zoom in on these, right? And you can pan around on these, but you just can't rotate, right? They're locked in. And again, that was the space bar. So pressing space will take you into these 4 orthogonal views, right? And then pressing space again. You can also go to panels, same thing. You could do, if you just wanted to get, for example, the top view, right? You could do it that way, right? Same thing. And if you want to go back to your regular perspective view, you can do it that way, okay? Another thing too is if you hold control and then space, what this will do is this will take you into more of a full screen mode, which will just give you a little bit more area to work with, right? And again, that's control and space, okay? And then again, yeah, you still have your view cube here to kind of help get you around, Okay, so those are some of the display things that you'll want to know, and I think we're going to get into doing some modeling here in the next video. Okay.